from arresting immigrant workers near El Cajon to detaining people in San Diego's immigration court.
See, I work with the U.S. military.
And raiding a popular South Park restaurant. Local immigration lawyers say this is what mass deportations look like. Federal agents pressured to meet arrest quotas, targeting anyone they suspect of being in the country illegally, not just immigrants with violent criminal convictions.
When Trump took office, he put into place a number of executive orders and the different memoranda, vastly expanding the scope of enforcement activities. And now we're starting to see the fruits of those memoranda.
Over the last couple of months, we've heard stories of a grandmother, a soccer coach, and a disabled asylum seeker, all being caught in President Donald Trump's deportation machine. We've seen an increase in workplace raids, but other tactics are brand new, like arresting people at immigration court hearings or during scheduled check-ins with ICE. Another new enforcement tactic, revoking student visas.
These are people that are finishing graduate programs. This is a doctoral program. This is a lot of time invested and a lot of commitment invested. And that to lose this is pretty monumental for somebody who's devoted their lives to do it.
A coalition of nonprofits, humanitarian workers, and lawyers have spent most of this year responding to this new wave of ICE enforcement. Advocates are patrolling immigrant neighborhoods and warning people of potential ICE activity. Lawyers are rushing to federal courthouses and providing pro bono legal aid to people being arrested. Others are fundraising for families of the people detained, including their U.S. citizen partners and children.
Court fiasco, they were there. South Park, they were there. We've got some organizations here in San Diego that do rapid response incredibly well.
And after last month's immigration raid of a South Park restaurant, San Diego's political and labor leaders are becoming more vocal.
Over the past week, the immigration enforcement tactics we've seen in San Diego have crossed a new line.
Saying that it's hypocritical of our society to profit from the work of unauthorized immigrants and then punish them for that work.
This economy has been built on the backs of hard-working immigrants, and now we unleash soldiers to attack them? It is hypocrisy to the cruelest of stages.
And while politicians, labor leaders, and activists all agree that this level of enforcement is problematic, they disagree on how to combat it. Democrats are quick to criticize White House officials and specific enforcement actions, but they still generally support ICE. Congressman Juan Vargas says ICE agents are mostly good people following bad orders.
I've been in office now for some time. I've met a lot of ICE agents. I can assure you that almost every ICE agent there didn't want to be there doing that. They did not want to be in there disrupting, running into a restaurant like that with machine guns to arrest the cook. They're getting those orders from Washington.
On the other hand, immigrant rights advocates say that the entire agency needs to be rebuilt. They point to a history of civil rights abuses and argue that the problem is systemic, not just a few bad apples or a particularly harsh administration.
The infrastructure is a juggernaut. It is huge, it's large, and unless we're calling for an end, a true end to ICE raids, then we have to be truthful about our vision for a just society.
Local labor leaders say that they want Democrats to do more than just press conferences. Local party leaders say that their power is limited. They are the minority party. But they did send the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem, a letter demanding an investigation into the San Diego raid. But just a few days later, the Trump administration sent National Guard troops and the Marines to Los Angeles, where people were protesting increased ICE enforcement. At a press conference in Los Angeles, Noem was crystal clear about their plans.
We are not going away. We are staying here to liberate this city.
And at that same press conference, Noem's security detail pushed California Senator Alex Padilla to the ground and handcuffed him after he tried to ask her questions.
Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I put them behind my back.
All right, cool. One hand, lay flat, lay flat.
The situation remains volatile. On Sunday, Trump ordered ICE to increase enforcement in what he called Democrat-run cities, like San Diego. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.